Hello and welcome back to When I Was a Student,
the mini podcast where we dive into the highs and lows of student life,
sharing our insights,
stories,
and tips to help you make the most of your time at university. Hi everyone and welcome back to When I Was a Student. I'm Holly.
And I'm Kish. And we know this is right around Christmas time, but if you want to make use of this time to be a little bit more productive and grab a hack or two for next year, we've got you covered. We've got a few productivity hacks that we found this year. We're going to share it with you.
Yes, so for anyone looking to get a little bit ahead and really make use of the time for the new year, we have our best productivity hacks. So would you like to go first, Cash?
Yeah, I was just going to ask. My first tip that I gained from this year was the 2-minute rule. So basically, if you don't know about this rule, it's about completing the task that takes less than 2 minutes, then and there itself. So say that you have like a small email to reply to, clearing out a desk, or like even replying to your friend, because I do that a lot.
Yeah, me too.
We're all guilty of that. So if there's a small task like that, just do it then and there itself. So you don't have it in your to-do list for longer.
That's such a useful hack and one that I know my friends would appreciate because they are all left on red.
Yeah.
So my first hack is pretty similar actually. It's the one thing rule. So it basically is choosing one thing out of your to-do list and doing that first. And if you do nothing else for the entire day, you've done that one thing that you said you were going to do. And I mean, one thing a day is 7 things a week. Could be 30 things a year. It really adds up and it really makes sure that you kind of are working through your to-do list.
Yeah, that's such a neat hack, kind of similar to the 2-minute rule.
Yeah.
And my next hack is something that we've spoken about in one of our previous episodes. If you haven't listened to that episode, it's the Pomodoro technique. So basically, this means that you work for like a 25-minute long period and then take a 5-minute break. So basically, like accounting for a break after you work or study for 25 minutes. And I feel like it helps you be more productive since you're not really using all your energy in one go.
Yeah, I know we've mentioned it before, but that is such a good hack. And if you hadn't seen us mention it on the last podcast, you should have.
Yeah. So exactly.
Watch all our other ones. So my next hack is having a not to-do list. Ooh. So I do use a to-do list. I think it's really helpful. But also, if I'm kind of stuck in a rut, I'll make a not to-do list. So it just outlines things that I know I don't want to do that day. If that's, I don't know, kind of little cleaning tasks that I can put off until a better time, or if it's scrolling through my phone or watching TV in the background, knowing that I'm going to get too into the TV program and not do enough work. Just writing it down first thing before I get started on my to-do list really helps me keep focused and make sure that I'm actually doing the things that I do want to do and I'm not doing the things that I don't want to do.
That's actually the first time I'm hearing about this. I definitely will be using it because I am guilty of doom scrolling.
Yeah, and it does really help.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I don't notice I'm doing it.
Yeah, no one knows.
Yeah.
And my next hack is time blocking for your breaks. Because sometimes we actually forget to take breaks.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of this too.
Me too.
I tend to overwork myself sometimes to the point that I feel very drained afterwards.
Yeah.
So like blocking some time to go out with my friends or just go out for lunch or a movie on my calendar helps me to actually action them and then like have the break that I deserve.
Yeah.
So I feel like after taking a well-deserved break, I'm more productive with the tasks that I do.
Yeah,
if it's work,
definitely.
Study, whatever it is. It always helps. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that really helps you to make sure that you're getting lots of different types of breaks, right?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to go to the gym and like hang out with friends or sit and read a book or watch Netflix.
Exactly.
They're all different kinds of relaxation. I feel like making sure you have one of each type and you get a good balance is really important to kind of general productivity.
Without being just a couch potato.
Yeah. Because there is that risk that you're just kind of stop working because you can't do any more and just buffer for the rest of the night. So my last productivity hack is to precrastinate instead of procrastinate. And it's I use it on the days that I don't want to use the one thing rule, when I know I've got a lot to get done and it's just kind of become really daunting. I will look at my to-do list and choose the quickest, easiest tasks, and I'll do them first. So it just helps you get those out of the way and you're in a flow state so that you can tackle the bigger projects better.
That makes sense, because
Yeah.
I was a little stunned by the word because I've never heard that word before.
No, I think I saw it somewhere online.
But it's actually creative.
Yeah.
I mean, getting into the flow of things is sometimes the hardest part, because if I have something big to write or a big project to work on, I tend to procrastinate a lot.
Yeah.
But like doing the small things to get in the flow, I can understand.
Yeah, I know some people use, I think it's called the eat the frog method, where you just do the hardest thing first. But sometimes I'm just not in the mindset for that, and I feel like that's half the battle sometimes.
Depends on the situation.
Yeah. If I wake up and I'm not in the mood, like there is no way I'm doing the hardest thing first.
Exactly.
So sometimes can be really helpful.
Yeah. And my last hack is having theme days.
Ooh.
So basically it started from when I was working here at the content team. So like if I have to write something, I just put it on my Mondays and just call it Writing Mondays. And if I had come up with new ideas, I'll put it on Thursdays and call it Creative Thursdays. So I feel like you can do the same with your studies or even your day-to-day life. Like if you have to take care of your laundry, cooking, you can just put it to a day and call it a theme day.
That's actually a really good idea, because sometimes I'll try to kind of get lots of different kinds of tasks done at the same time.
Yeah.
And I feel like I haven't done a lot, but I'll look at the clock and it's like 11 o'clock.
Oh.
And I'm like, where's the day gone? Like already, I haven't done anything.
Exactly.
So that would actually be really useful, I think.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today.
Yeah.
So we will see you next time on When I Was a Student.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.